If I could go back in time and tell my younger self about what it means to be a successful artist, it would be this guiding principle. You can't design exclusively for others. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, right now you're looking at a lot of skulls. But Halloween was a little while ago. Yeah, but I felt like working on it now. I feel like way too often people are trying to conform and make art that looks objectively appealing, when ultimately that might not be the art that actually comes naturally. I think a lot of people set an intention before they create. But for me personally, I'd rather look at someone's raw experience. I feel like as artists, we have a lot of expectations for our work. In many ways, we're the culmination of all of our influences. But sometimes I feel like this inspiration can creatively trap you. A lot of the artwork that I've seen has been heavily commodified. Everything feels a little bit artificial. Nothing feels organic. I don't think that people are creating for the sake of creating anymore. People are changing their styles to appeal to a more mainstream audience. And I think that's important as artists to evolve. While I do understand why so many different people are adapting their styles, I think it's still important to hold on to those pieces of art that are important to you. You need those drawings that will never see the light of day. You need that artwork that's so embarrassingly bad. You don't have to let the world into every single moment. You're not a machine. You're not entitled to give every ounce of yourself every minute of every day. In an ideal world, I think that your creative output should be determined entirely by you. You shouldn't feel pressured to post your art every day. So now we're looking at the skull again, and we're thinking the shadows make no sense. Why are you just randomly scribbling? What is happening? And I went into this piece not knowing where it would take me. Right now you're looking at something way too chaotic. I've definitely overworked this piece, but fuck it, we're gonna keep going. I kept drawing because it made me feel happy. And there's several other drawings I've created that are not for the world to see. So now you're going to see the skull kind of melt into the page a little bit more. And I don't know what I'm doing here, but we're just going to keep doing it. Because my hands took the wheel, and now it's out of my control. You can't let your perfectionism stop you from being expressive. So, this is really cheesy, but I'm going to keep creating for me, and you're going to keep creating for you. And we're both going to work together to block the world out sometimes. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. You should subscribe to give me that dopamine. And if you want to hit that like button too, that'd be pretty cool. I make some clothing in my free time. Feel free to check that out. Link in the description down below. But as always, keep on creating and follow the madness.